Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter down. Welcome you to yet another Above the Rim basketball tourney. And we are going to be doing the 1983 tournament. As in, these teams all played for the university, played in 82 83 in the Above the Rim set. I know there's plenty of seasons like the 84 reforming, but look at this and all that. But we are doing 83 and 80, the 83 the 84 set. Now, this set has both the 83 and 84 teams, but because we do have the 84 top 48 and all that, we're not doing the 84 season. We already did that, the first one, with North Carolina being Houston, Georgetown, and Kentucky. So all the 82 83 teams, I know there's not a lot, well, are in this set, and then we're not going to give the other, we could give the other schools a chance to qualify, but no, that wouldn't be right. So we're going to do this, create a tournament. That'll be one. That is 11357. All that. A3 tournament. We will have, so we have a preliminary round. And we have a preliminary round. We have 9 preliminary games, 1 game, winner take all. Louisville taking on NC State, you know, the Cinderella's NC State, and Louisville wins 73-68. So NC State, the champions of 83, are not going to make it in. Louisville beat NC State. It was a random draw. The McRae boys with 24 points each, 24 points combined. Earl Bailey, 16 points. Myers with 23 points. Gannon, 5 points. Denardo, Cindy Lowe only got 1 point. He had 2 personal fouls, but 1 point in 40 minutes. Jeez. They tried, but they couldn't do anything about it. So Louisville beats NC State. Wichita beats Boston College 89-85. You got Anton Carter and Xavier McDaniel, future NBAers with like 18 points each. Murphy, 21 points for Austin. Michael Adams, I think, was a point guard for the Wizards. Georgia, West Virginia sees West Virginia win 86-76. I think Georgia went to the Final Four that year in 83, didn't they? Vern Fleming, future Pacer with 18 points. West Virginia didn't really have any guys I know. 20 points from Jones. Chattanooga, Indy should be easy, and Indy almost choked it to Chattanooga. Whitman with 19 points, Blab 16. Chattanooga Choo Choo, Gerald Wilkins. That can't be Gerald Wilkins, but anyway, Chattanooga loses to Indy by 1 point. St. John's versus Virginia. And Virginia crushes the Red Storm 103-86. As Bill Wennington only got 6 points, the future Bulls. Ringleader, and he's Canadian. Chris Mullen with only 14 points. Russell, 27. 29 from Wilson on the bench. Ralph Sampson, this was his final collegiate season. He scored 17. Ohio State, Houston. Houston crush Ohio State in Divine Powder. Ohio State. I think Tony Campbell played in the NBA, but Houston, you got Michael Young, 22 points, Franklin, 11. Drexler and Elijah on the same team. Amazing. Anders looks pretty good. UNLV, Virginia Tech. And the Reading Rebels beat Tech. If D. Curry's Del Curry, that'd be. I didn't know he played for Virginia Tech. 18 points by Steph, 20 by Young. UNLV, Sidney Green, 29 points. Anderson, 17. The coach's son at point guard. UCLA and North Carolina have to face each other in the first round, and North Carolina wins 102-81. UCLA having, 23 from Foster, 25 from Perkins, 21 from MJ. This was pretty badass with Perkins, Doherty, Daugherty, and MJ on the same team, and Exum. But yeah, 102-81, North Carolina winning. Now, the 82-83 North Carolina squad can compete with the 83-84 North Carolina squad. So, yeah, I'm doing like top 4 per thing. Pepperdine, Wake Forest. And Wake beats Pepperdine 85-74. Don't know anyone big. Pepperdine only have 9 guys. Griziak. So, no. So, 9 winners. Yeah, 7 teams got into the Sweet 16, including Arkansas. First match is Houston versus Wichita, who both had to qualify. And Houston wins the one game win 83-77. Wichita, the X-Men, 33 points, but not enough. It's 20 from Michael Young. Elijah and Drexler doing their jobs as they always are. Virginia, Louisville, both teams had to qualify. And Louisville beats Virginia, so Ralph Sampson can't do anything, right? 22 points. Rick Carlisle, 11. The McRae boys with 25 points combined. Hall, 18 points in 20 minutes off the freaking bench. Louisville beats Virginia. Kentucky, Indiana. Well, Kentucky was one of the 7 teams lucky enough to get in automatically, but they proved that it was a fluke. 51 points. Mel Turpin only had 2 points. Kenny Skywalker with 8. 20 from Whitman. And 13 from Kitchell. Arkansas and Mississippi State both had buys, and Arkansas got ass whipped by M State. Damn it. Daryl Walker, 13 points, Klein with 15, but beyond that, just nothing. That's second half. So Mississippi State won. West Virginia, Tennessee. West Virginia had to qualify. Tennessee got in on merit, and Tennessee beats West Virginia 68-60. 22 points for Jones. 25 Brooks, Burden, Dale Ellis, future NBA over 12. Iowa, Villanova. And Iowa with the big win over Villanova. I think they both got in automatically. 19 from Granger, 14 from Pennone, 10 from Pickney, Presley with 4. Of course, this is 2 years before their massive comeback. UNLV, North Carolina, who had to qualify. And it was North Carolina winning 83-66, so LV is outstanding. Green with 20 points, Arcadian 2 points. North Carolina, 23 from Perkins, 12 from MJ, 11 from Peterson, so not much has happened. And next is Missouri, Wake Forest. And Missouri beats Wake Forest. To move on, has Stepanovic and Bridges, and 21 from Sunfold. Wake Forest, 22 from Toms. So our quarterfinal, our 3-game quarterfinals, we have Houston, Mississippi State, Missouri, Iowa, Louisville, North Carolina, and Tennessee, Indiana. Wow, Louisville and North Carolina have to face each other. Missouri, Iowa will be kind of a wild card, if you will, and Indiana's heavily favored. In the 3-game series, it was Mississippi State with a massive upset as they shocked the Houston Cougars. Well, everything was random, remember, but Mississippi State takes down Houston, takes down Drexler and Elijah. So big win for Mississippi State, 83-81. 27 from Lewis, 22 from Jeff Malone, who went to the NBA. 17 from Elijah and 15 from Drexler, 16 from Michael Young. But yeah, Houston, can't believe it. Mississippi State's in the Final Four. Missouri, Iowa. Sees Missouri sweep Iowa, and we'll move on. 79-60 in the last game. 26 from Stepanovic and 29 from Sunfold. I think Sunfold played for the Heat. Yeah, and Dressler was 7. But yeah, 18 from Stokes. But Iowa can't believe it. Missouri wins. Yeah, Mississippi State and Missouri had to got through the round 16. Louisville, North Carolina sees North Carolina beat Louisville. All the teams won at home, but North Carolina won 95-69 on their own terms. The McRae's only got 14 points combined, while 27 from Perkins, 23 from MJ. So you can bet that they are huge and all that. Louisville just had nothing. The bench didn't really help at all. So we got that. North Carolina had to qualify by beating UCLA. Well, they beat UCLA, they beat UNLV, and then they beat Louisville. Mississippi State beat Arkansas, and Missouri beat Wake Forest. Tennessee, Indiana. Sees Indiana take down Tennessee. They actually had to qualify in the preliminaries against Chattanooga, only 1 by 1. And then they took out Kentucky. Now they take out Tennessee. And I think Dale Ellis was on that team, right? Yeah, Dale Ellis and Burden, 20 points for him. 23 from Thomas and 20 for Kitchell. And that's not Isaiah Thomas. So Indiana's in the semifinals. against Missouri. North Carolina will face Mississippi State. So those four teams will kind of comprise of it. 5-game series. And North Carolina did lose one game in Mississippi State, but on home turf they win. So North Carolina wins over M State. Jeff Malone put up 30 points. MJ put up 32. So it was a battle of the shooting guards in the whole scheme of things. But North Carolina came away flat and came away big. And you got Missouri versus Indiana. And Indiana crushes Missouri like a paper cup in 3 straight. Well, Mississippi State will actually take third place, and Missouri will take fourth because Mississippi, yeah, because I don't know, I don't think they made it to the Final Four in '84, but because of Mississippi State actually winning a game in the semifinals, Missouri did not. M State will take third, Missouri will unofficially take fourth, but hey, they might get in that little tournament. Indiana crushing Missouri quite handily. Kitchell with 22. 21 from Stepanovic from Missouri, but Indiana's now in the final against North Carolina. Indiana, they have one loss in 8 games. I lost to Tennessee, but yeah, they have Randy Whitman and Yui Blab on their team. Where's North Carolina? 7-2 in a sense. Yeah, 7-2. They have MJ. What do you expect? So I'm actually hoping for Indiana to beat North Carolina and get something going. Series is tied 3-3. Wow. And it will be North Carolina surviving. Indiana actually, wow, Indiana was actually up 3-0 on the Tar Heels, and then they lost their magic. How did Indiana choke a 3-0 lead on North Carolina? I can't believe it. There were close games, and then North Carolina won by 14, 14, 19, and 21. So basically, Indiana just couldn't do it in North Carolina. The 83 team wins the thing, second place to Indiana. Can't hate on them. North Carolina. Yeah, they lost to Indiana all 3 times, but then they won in 4 straight. Points per game. MJ put up 19.8, Perkins 18, Jordan 11.4. Peterson played 11 games. Braddock and more than Braddock. Hunter, Warden, Hale, Markkinen, Brownlee, Exum only played 9 games. Robinson only played 2 games and couldn't score a point. Indiana. Whitman 16.4 points per game. Kitchell 14.7. Thomas 12.1. So anyway, Blab there too. Robinson and Morgan. So they were basically starting these guys. Ted Kitchell. Ted Kitchell. Randy Whitman and Jay Thomas is Jim Thomas. All right. You are what you are. So the 82-83 North Carolina Tar Heels survive in 7 games against Indiana. Indiana should have had the momentum, and they did after sweeping Missouri. They should have taken down North Carolina, but they didn't. So that will be that. 85-86 is kind of the same. We'll go 85 and 86. We should actually do it like each season and all of that. 84, 85, and then 85, 86. Just to make it fair on everyone. So yeah, those aren't all the teams, but yeah. So those are all the 84, 85s from the thing. What did I say? Last 16 was what? One team? No, it's one game, and then the quarters are best of three. Okay. So, well, yeah, we just do one year at a time, right? Yeah, we'll just do 1 year at a time. I don't care how long it'll be. Anyway, we'll just set up for the next tournament, and we'll figure it out later. Anyway, I'm jumped diving to do.